Good morning to Mr. Khairi and also Mr. Rahmat. I will start presenting my final presentations about Project Cebu Wellness Community Center. My title is the Biophilic in Technology, which is my project is Cebu Technology Wellness Center. My design intentions is by using technology to fill in the gap between youngster and also the elderly, using site opportunity, which is the axis from the Wisma Sanyang and the landscape beside our site, and also the axis of the Lau Kim Ho to create a focal point to gather people to promote the wellness community center. So comes to the design approach, which is the biophilic. I try to make it like nature, technology, human, and spaces comes together, which in terms of spaces is prospect, refugees, mystery, and race. In terms of technology part is the thermal airflow variability, dynamic diffuse light, non-rhythm sensory and stimuli. In terms of human, it's like the visual connection between the humans, the non-visual connection between the humans, and then presence of water, and then connection with the nature system, which is human and the nature. And then for the nature part is the form and the patterns, material connection with the nature, and complexity and order, which is the hierarchy parts of the building. Yep. So the first precedent study that I chose is the Enabling Village by OHA. And then its location is at the Red Hills, Singapore, which is this building promoting the learning, bonding, healing of people with varying abilities within a nature environment, and design part as the pedestrian network as a part. So they design it as a part. And then this building is more to education, work, training, retail, and lifestyle, connecting people, disability, and society, which they let the disability people also didn't feel that they are abandoned by the people, and then we try to connect them together by the park. And then they also conserve trees to attract the biodiversity to support the ecosystem. Yeah, and then this is they try to make a central pond like that surrounding by the buildings, make it like the water more to nature. It's like kind of a biophilic design to make sure that human and nature have a connectivity, and also try to use the nature to healing them. And then another precedent study is the Arch, which is by Garis Architect, location at Bandari Bayu, Malaysia. And then this building is surrounded by the residential area, which is a new building also. And then the surrounding residential area is not completed yet, but they built this one is just for the futures social activities and recreation activities that can use by the future residential area. And then their intention is to make the relationship between green and commercial area to approach sustainability and healthy lifestyle, provide shelter and collective public domain for various communities. And then they also create the ramping towards green roof, serves the upper level pedestrian network, connection of building at two separate levels, as you can see at the picture at this part. And then, yeah, it's like he creates a ramp that's surrounding the central football court, and then people can walk by the ramp and then enjoying the view in different angle and different level. Yep, this one is the two both precedent study that I chose. So it comes to the building program itself. For my I propose the building program is like the technology. Why I choose technology? Because from the site analysis that the area of the commercial the Cebu Town Square Phase 2 is still developing, which is new development. It only consists of the commercial area and also the residential area. And then it's like they are lacking of the community, which means only the park itself is like kind of gather people in the afternoon to be exercise, between family, they are having fun together at that park, but then they are separated, which means they mind their own business. They don't have any social relationship or connection between them. So I use technology as a part of my proposals in the building, because with the technology is how it to fill the gap between the youngster and the elder, so that they can learn together as one. Yep. So my design objective is to empowering the community to gain technology knowledge and skill for Cebu better development in the futures. So how to achieve the wellness by just now I'm proposing the programs as is the people feel comfortable, and then they feel being acknowledged, and that is the problem that they need to be taught. And then the validation is after they start to learn the technology, it's easy to use for them, and they feel hopeful and relevant to the society. Then they will feel belong to the society and accepted by the society. And then for the elder, they also no need worry about the scamming by the people and achieve the security, because now most of the fraud is they try to scam the elderly money. Yeah. And then this one is a location plan, which is our project location. As you can see, this is the area that still under developing. Yep, it's a new area. And then for my design development, is created by using the site context, which is the axis of the Wisma Sanyang and also the Lau King Hall. Because why I choose biophilic, because it's inspired by the Lau King Hall itself, because our site is previously at the previous old Lau King Hall. So as you can see from the all original satellite view, the Lau King Hall kind of they created the courtyard to let the people feel healings when they are moving around the hospital. But then they maybe at that time the technology is not that advanced yet, so they didn't design the hospital as inside the interior also can be plants or any natural plants that can heal them. So I inspired by this, so I use this approach as my this biophilic as my approach to be designed. So to respect the Lau King Hall, so I using the Lau King Hall axis. And also Wisma Sanyang is an iconic building for Cebu, and also is the tallest building in Sarawak. The axis of them, and then between the Wisma Sanyang and also our site, the main event, hotspot event, is also held by them. So it's kind of to really respect the existing context by doing these two axes connecting together. So the axis also allowed pedestrian access to the site and created a focal point to gather the people. As you can see at the second diagram, this is the event hotspot, and then this is the green area where people playing kite and then having some green activities, playing balls at this area. And this axis is a Lau King Hall, which kind of also pedestrian access for them when people come from the commercial area and walk to our building. And then this is the at the back here is a existing jogging pathway where most of the people they enjoy their jogging using this pathway, because the trees is really kind of good shading for them to do exercise without by the sunlight. Yeah. And then for this one is how I generate the building. So the four sides of the site is lifted up to generate building form surrounding in the middle of the focal point. And then because I want to achieve that, the connectivity of the concept of the biophilic, so I try to make it the outside view is connecting to the inside view, which is in the middle point. It's like try to make a connectivity between them, and the sharp edges is smoothened and create linkage between outside and the middle of the building. And it also allowed 360 degree view around the building when the user is walking around the building. Yeah. So by using just now, I inspired by the precedent study, the ramp is created. The ramp is created inside the building to let the user to experience the journey with different level, and then this ramp also lead them towards top of the building to enjoy the windy and also the sunset view on the sky garden that I created at the top here. So this the site plan that I put my building inside the site plan, and then it shows that the axis how the axis work, and then this one is facing to the Sanyang, which is respond to the side axis, and then this one is the axis from the Lao King Ho. Yep. And then why I'm doing, as you can see from the site plan, my roof plan is kind of green because I'm using the green roof for my building. Why using green roof for the building? Because as you can see, our site kind of a very exposed and open area. Then when people who stay in the higher level of the building, for example, for the Sanyang and also the Twin Towers, they have a better view to looking at this event hotspot area. And then I try to link the greenery at the beside here and also surrounding it to make a linkage. It's like blend in, let the roof green roof to blend in with the site context also when people on staying on the top of the both tallest building in the Cebu Town Square, they can make it a very, very nice view blending together with the site context. Yep. So, so this one is the sub-basement plan. So my sub-basement plan is the people are coming in from the here, and then we're passing by, and then this first round is the car parks that they can find a car park with both way. You can find this car park and this car park, and then if there's no car park, maybe you can be they can turn here to find another the outer ring of the car park, and then here is the part that they turn out and then exist from exist to outside of the site of exist the building, yeah, from here. Yeah, and then for the car park, there's 4 staircase that yeah, is created. This part because of the travel distance, so I provide 4 staircase to be safe for them to really escape from the building if any fires happen. And then here will be the horse rail. As you can see, here is the horse rail, and then yep, here is the horse rail. Is cover all the area of the car park. Yep, within the 30 meters travel distance. And then in the sub basement, there will be a genset, MSB, ALV, and also the suction tank will be at this part. And here will be the septic tank, but this one will be enclosed as you stay inside the sub basement because the septic tank is underground below the sub basement. Yeah. Yeah. So for the ground floor plan, I create the exit, as you can see. This part is connected to the Sanyang axis, and this part is connected by using the Lao King Ho axis. And then people who walking from the commercial area, they can walk through here, and then enter inside the building. And then for the vehicle access, they can be turned in from this area to turn left, and then go to the drop-off area. If they want to go to the car park to parking, they can be straightly go down to the sub-basement. And then for the servicing, service area will be this part, the sprinkle and hospital tank, refuse chamber, septic tank, pump room will be this room, and then substation will be get the yeah.
Jimmy, you have 6 minutes. Can you skip the details but rather present the scheme?
Oh, okay.
Can you present the design scheme rather than presenting the details of the roads?
Okay, so I will just skip the floor plans, or I will show the floor plan.
Yeah, show the floor plan, the design, but not
Okay.
to jangan present. "Oh, this is my lorry, this is my tank." No.
Okay.
Remember?
Sure,
okay.
sure. Okay.
6 minutes.
Okay. So, and then this one is the first floor plan. Yep. Yeah, this one is the first floor plan, and then there's the 3 staircase to exist, and that's very safe. And all the spaces they can be viewed outside here, and then people walking around. And then this part is the library where people can really actually see from first floor towards the library. Yep. And then for the second floor plan is a community hall, and then there will be the ramp that connected from the ground floor to the up here to go to the community hall. And then basically this community hall is not really for the dining, but also can be the dining area. But most of it is because my program is the technology, so the robotics, the drone, all those technology thingy will be held, and then activities will be having inside here when there's running, because there's a stage between this part is a transformer stage. When any concert happen, stage will be up a bit to be for the stage, and then for playing the robotics, the battle robots, the stage will be sunken down. And then this one is the third floor. As you can see from the third floor, there'll be a double volume, and then they can walk to the ramp here to go to the upper floor. Yeah. And then I think I just show you guys the section will be better because yep. And then for my schedule of accommodation, yeah, this one is the section. So from the section, as you can see that all the linkage where people can have a visual connection with each other by creating different level of ramps. And also, yeah, this one is a administration technology space. The commuter hall will be double volume, and then people from the third floor, they can come with this level instead of going up to the ramp here to go to the upper floor to enjoy the sunset view. Yep. Yeah, this one is the section. From the another section, this one is the entrance from a section. And then robotics room, drone room will be located at this both area because the entrance to show that the what the building is really the first impression of the building. Yeah. And then for the jogger pathway, which people can access by here, and then there will be a technology library at this part with a double volume. People stand inside the first floor, they can see through what is going on under the library, yeah, have a visual connections. And then this is a both ramp to going up. This ramp is from the second floor to the fourth floor, and then this ramp will be from the ground floor towards second floor. Yep. And then as you can see, there's a glass here. Actually, is a spiral roof that for the rainwater harvesting, and then this part will be also the rainwater harvesting. Yep. So this one is the north elevation. As you can see, the context here is kind of facing to the Sanyang RH, and also most of the iconic building. And then east elevations, the twin towers is located at these directions. Yeah, the surrounding is here. And then for the west elevation, and then the louvers is created because this is the west side, which is the hottest side that the sunlight directly penetrate into the space. So I just make the louvers to cover it up because this louver actually is a kinetic facade, which it can be controlled or be using sensor to be control it, and then it will move itself. And then for the south elevation will be this area. Yeah, you can, as you can see, the ramp is leading them, and then all the spaces is like connecting together by the ramps. Yeah, this one is the interior view. Exterior view from this one is the jogger pathway entrance inside. Actually, as you can see, this exit is actually framing the Lao King Hall, but it's yeah, it's too small when I render it. Yeah, it's framing the Lao King Hall, yeah, straightly to the middle. Yeah, for the environment approach, just now I mentioned about the rainwater harvesting in the middle of the spiral roof. Then this one also the rainwater harvesting for the drop-off roof. And I'm using the double glazing to make the space is more comfortable, because double glazing can avoid heat directly penetrate into the space. And also the basin sensor fitting tabs is just for less consume of water. Then the sky garden roof, it's like kind of really a good heat insulation if you do a green roof rather than a normal roof. Yep. And then sun shading device, the louvers that I provide, the kinetic facade, which I can say. And then another part is from using the prevailing wind, and then I create a stack effect that can release the heat from the bottom. And then also the creepers green wall actually is located at the staircase, which is an open staircase fire. And then this one is the technology and material. The band section I show is it's this part, the band section, which is the sky garden detailing about how it's being constructed, what is the layer of it. Yeah, this one is very normal. And then I also create this railing, which is this part is actually is a pathway that people come up to the building, and then the railing itself is to cover the louver mechanical things, something the detail like this, using the composite panel to cover it up, and then all the mechanical kinetic facade electrical motor will be covered by here using a gear rack, which is because the kinetic facade is set by set, which means when we want to control it, we control it set by set using the gear rack. And then when the gear, I show you through this.
Jimmy, where is this? Rather than telling us the mechanical.
This one is the kinetic
if you
facade.
show us where is it?
This
facade. Yeah, like in your elevation, what portion is that? Which portion is that?
It can be
all of those things.
Yeah, all of those things. Yeah. Yeah, it's a kinetic facade, and then it also can create different view at nights. Have a different kind of elevations in the building itself, lah. Yep.
That's for sure. It's not. It has nothing to do with the environmental push. Following the sun,
you mean the kinetic facade?
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah. If because if using sensor, the kinetic facade will adjust the panel itself to cover the building to make it more cold. It's like try to avoid the direct heat of the sunlight towards to the building. Yeah. Like using the this this the gear rack, control the hollow section louver, and then this one is the details of it.
Yeah, don't need to go into detail. Really.
Okay. Schematic building services, firefighting, air conditioner system, electrical, extra low voltage, service stage, water supply. Yeah, it's all here. It's all the services. This one is the additional perspective. Yep. This one is the area view. The middle stage. The view from the first floor, and the view when the event hotspot, the people can walk around into the building using the ramp going up to the building